Hey everyone, just wanted to talk to you real quick today about milestones. Milestones really in our lives are they're those little markers, right, that can show us personally how far we've come, maybe the direction that we're heading, and our commitment to something. So today I just wanted to talk real quick about sobriety milestones. Do you celebrate them? I mean, if you're in active recovery right now, is celebrating a milestone something that you do, like that 30-day coin or the 60-day, 90-day, maybe the 1 year coin, going to AA, getting that kind of stuff? I mean, those are all good things. I mean, is that something that you think celebrating those milestones is that important in your recovery? I'd be interested to hear what you think. Drop it down in the comments below if that's something that you're doing right now in your recovery. For me, in my recovery, I am celebrating today 13 years. 13 years ago today, I was arrested in the state of Nevada. For about a year and a half prior to that, I was making a complete mess of my life. By July 26th of 2010, when I got arrested, I was using methamphetamine every single day and using it intravenously and just making a complete mess of things. By the time I was done and arrested, I had compiled around 53 B and C level felonies, and the state of Nevada was not playing with me anymore. They said, enough is enough, and we are throwing away the key for a little while on you. So I got sentenced to 5 years in prison out there, but it was in that time that I decided I need to do something different with my life, because what I'm doing today, it ain't working. My best efforts at life literally landed me in a box that was 6 feet wide and 14 feet long. And that's where I did my time. I mean, but it's also where I started learning about what do I want my life to look like when I get out. I hadn't really taken sobriety seriously at that point. I had gone to a few meetings, I had been in and out of rehabs and stuff like that, but I never really opened up and was transparent about my journey or made myself accountable to anyone on that journey. And I found that by celebrating some milestones, it does a couple fun things. So it starts to bring some transparency to your life, because when you celebrate that milestone openly, what it's doing is it's showing other people, like, this is the journey that you're on. Sometimes people may look at me on face value and not even think, like, this dude's been to prison, this dude had a drug addiction, this dude was writing bad checks and stealing credit cards and all this other stuff. Nobody would ever think that. So by opening up yourself, by opening up myself, what I've done is I've made myself accountable, and that transparency kind of builds a community, right? Because now the people that followed that journey are able to ask me along the journey, in between these milestones, right? They're able to say, how are you doing today? How are you dealing with things today? And they can encourage me and support me along the journey. They know what to kind of look out for too if they start seeing weird stuff, right? So it's this whole milestone and celebrating milestones things for me in my recovery is an important step, because another aspect of that is that it gives people hope. And hope is what can inspire someone along on their journey. It can give them just that little bit of energy that they needed to get to the next day, to the next week, to the next month, to the next milestone. And if part of my journey in being open and honest about where I've been and what I've gone through, and then also some of the things that I'm doing today can inspire someone or give someone that little bit of hope, then it is so worth it for me to be open, transparent, and to be accountable to you. Because friends, that's really what it ends up being, is by sharing, I end up being accountable to you, because now you know that piece of my life. And by you knowing that piece of my life, it now gives you permission to be able to talk to me about that piece in my life. So I love to celebrate other people's milestones as well. So if you have a milestone in your life, whether it's addiction recovery, anything else that you're doing, could be a habit that you're trying to either break or start. So if you have a milestone, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. So drop it down in the comments. Let me know what your little milestone is, and then also how you're celebrating it or how you choose to celebrate it. And if you've done it private or if you've done it out in the open like this and encouraged other people. So I'd be curious to see what yours is. But today, for me, it's 13 years. So I woke up this morning and I looked around me. I see I have a house, I got a car, got a job, I got a wife. We had our grandson stay over last night. I mean, when I start to look at the little blessings that are in my life that were all removed because of addiction, then I look at these milestones as absolutely worth celebrating. I'm not waking up today thinking about how am I going to rob and steal from someone? How am I going to tear apart someone else's life just so that I can make myself feel different? I'm not doing that today. I'm waking up today and I'm wondering, how can I give back to someone? How can I help someone, encourage someone, love someone, pray for someone, listen to someone? Because sometimes we all just need to be heard on that journey that we're going through. So I'm curious if you have those milestones as well. I'd love to hear about them. For me, this is a big day, and it's a big day for not just me, but for a lot of other people in my life, because this has been a journey. I mean, countless rehabs, countless in and outs of jail, in prison for 5 years. I'm sure that there was a lot of people along the way that gave up hope, that gave up praying, that gave up thinking like, oh man, he's never going to get it together. And so today, the celebration of a milestone, it just means recognizing how far we've come, right? So I'm recognizing how far I've came, but I also recognize and have faith in how far I can go. And I have faith in you too. I really do. So if you're on that journey, I would love to encourage and support you along on it. Bless you on whatever aspect of that is. And I look forward to being here again in a year and talking about 14 years and what has happened. So today, I'm going to go have dinner with some friends. I'm going to spend the day with my wife. We're going to go drop off our grandson. I'm going to do life, right? Because while we're in active addiction and letting something else be the main focus of our life, that takes all of the energy. And today I have all this energy for all these other things, running and grandkids and my wife and job and all this. And this, talking to you and hopefully giving you a little bit of hope along your journey. So friends, thanks so much for joining in today. Thanks for the support and the encouragement. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. This has been a year of reflection for me. A lot of big changes this past year, but I know I'm going to get through it, and your support means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much. I hope to be celebrating you on your milestone, whatever it may be. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to chat about it. I hope you're having a great day and a great week.